How narcissists feel when you move on. That is what we are going to be talking about in this video. So at some point, you've had enough. You're fed up being mistreated. You're fed up of being used. You're fed up of being, in some cases, neglected. So you've just had enough. You're not wanting to deal with them anymore. What? Oh, I'm just filming a video for my viewers on YouTube. I was just in the middle of a video.
Next month, very lucky for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I've got to carry on with this. But thank you for your offer. Sorry about that. Okay, back onto the video. Yes, at some point you're just fed up of being used and mistreated. In some cases, neglected. And you just want to move on. You want a fresh start without all of that negativity, that toxic energy. It's weighing you down. It's preventing you from becoming the best version of yourself, which, as you know, is what I want for you. And I'm sorry to say, but the reality is that just because you've left and moved on, that doesn't mean that they've moved on. And that doesn't mean that they're ready to see you move on. Because no, they are still holding on to you. And they want to make you feel regret. They want to make you feel like you've made the wrong decision. As though they were the best option for you. Because in their minds, they are the best thing since sliced bread. Even though many of them don't even have anything going on in their lives. It's just because they think it in their heads. So then it must be true. They see their feelings as facts. They create this false image that is, in their minds, everything that you should want. And they just automatically assume that without any proof or evidence. Despite everything that they've done to you. Despite the abuse and mistreatment. And in some situations, the neglect. They still think that you want them. Because they're very arrogant and delusional. So you try to move on. And then, whoop, here they come, they pop up again. They're playing peekaboo. And they want to make you feel like you're missing out on something. So they will try to triangulate someone else with you. They'll try and make you feel envious or jealous of whatever they've got going on. They'll try and make it seem a lot better than it actually is. And they may stalk you on social media or at your work or home. They may follow you around. And they may even start a smear campaign against you if they know. Now this is only when they know that you're not coming back. And when they know that they can't get any positive attention from you. That is when they will resort to negativity. They will try to pull you down to their level. They will try to irritate you and get under your skin. They'll try to intimidate you, coerce you. So they're pretty much just trying to force you. By this point, they're raping you. They're doing whatever it takes to pull you down, even though they know that you just want to move on. You just want to forget about them and live your life. But they're still there. They're still creeping on you, stalking you, harassing you. And you just want to be left alone. It's madness, but this is how it is. This is the reality. This is what narcissists are like. When you just want to move on, they won't just let you go. They'll still be there. And yeah, you try to move on, but they will make it very difficult for you. They will do anything they can to pull you back in, to pull you back down. Because the last thing they want is to see you moving on and living a happy and successful life. That is the last thing that they want. And yeah, sometimes they discard you and then they try to come back because they've re-idealized you. They're seeing you as perfect again. But that doesn't really match if you don't think that way of them and you don't desire to be with them. But the problem is, when they first met you, they took this mental snapshot of you in their heads. And they expected you to live up to that, but then they devalued and discarded you. Or eventually you got fed up with them and you left. But they are still, and this is the crazy part, they are still holding you to this mental snapshot that they had of you when they first met you. They're still holding you to that, which isn't even who you are. It's got nothing to do with you. But they're holding you to that image in their minds. And they don't like it when you deviate from it. They don't like it when you do that. And that is why they try to chase you. They're trying to hunt you down and get you to identify with it. And if you won't identify with that, and if you won't play that out as they see it in their minds, the fantasy, then that's when they devalue you again. And then in their minds, you are deserving of the abuse. This is some insight into a crazy person's mind, because this is exactly how they think. They are disordered. They are mentally ill. And of course, as you know, all I want for you is for you to move on and be happy without them. Because as we know, they are no good for you. Narcissists, they lack self-awareness. They're completely self-centered. They have no empathy. They can't share your feelings and experiences, which means you'll never be able to grow or build anything with them. They're only going to pull you down. They're only going to hurt you. So I want nothing more than for you to move on, become the best version of yourself and live your best life. But unfortunately, that is not what a narcissist wants, because they only care about themselves. You think that when these sick, twisted people are stalking you, triangulating you with someone else, starting a smear campaign against you, you think they actually care about what you want? No. They don't care about any of that. All they care about is what they want, and what they want is your attention. What they want is power and control. And they're going to do whatever it takes to get it. Which is why I'm on here today, to bring this awareness and to inform you that even though, of course, I want you to move on and live a better life, but I also need to inform you that you do need to be very careful. You need to be very cautious, because they're not just going to let you go so easily. Unless, of course, you were their secondary source of supply, tertiary source, or anything else. You're just someone they see now and again. They're not with you every day. They just use you for money or sex or whatever it is. And if the narcissist you're dealing with has a large number of options and you're hardly number one, in those situations, you haven't got too much to worry about. But if you were their grade A primary source, they're not just going to let you go so easily. And that's not a good thing either. To be a narcissist grade A primary source, that means they see you as a fool, a doormat, someone who may possibly be susceptible to their manipulation, someone who they can pull the wool over your eyes, they can lock you under their control and prevent you from escaping. You don't want to be that person who is susceptible to being groomed, that person who is susceptible to being caged, domesticated and imprisoned. You don't want to be that person. So instead, what you need to do is demonstrate authority over your own life, demonstrate independence, and let them see that. Let them know that they can't control you anymore. And then many of them will get the picture. They will begin to understand that you're not the same as you used to be. You're more knowledgeable now, you're more wiser, and you're not going to fall for that again. But of course, the ones that are almost completely detached from reality and any sense of sanity, in most cases, they will never give up. And I have heard of situations where narcissists have been stalking for 10, 20, 50 years. For people's entire lives. Because these people are disordered until the day they die. That doesn't change. They are maladaptive. They can't change or adapt or adjust. But you can. And you need to do that, and I want that for you. I want you to grow and become better, and don't let anyone hold you down. This is my mission, and it's why I come on here every day to bring this message and spread this awareness. And as you can see, I'm also in the process of becoming the best version of myself, and I'm living my best life every day. And of course, there are a lot of people out there who want to stop me, but there's nothing that they can do, because I've got you and you've got me, and we stick together, we support each other, we have this community. So yeah, we work together. We encourage each other to get to where we need to be. And we've got these videos, put them out every day. Got the live chat, the comment section, and the one-on-one coaching, which can be booked on my website, which is narcsurvivor.co.uk. And then there's also BetterHelp as well, one of my partners. You can book a session with a licensed therapist through there by going to betterhelp.com/narcsurvivor. So again, we have all of these resources. There's really no excuse for you to not become better and also accountable for where you find yourself. Because the thing is, there's not much you can do about someone who is mentally ill, someone who is disordered. But many of you who are watching this, you don't have that problem. So there is something that you can do about it. And that is something that you must do. And I do that too. I do it myself every day. I hold myself accountable for my actions and for where I find myself. You can blame other people all day. It's not going to make a difference. That's not going to change anything for you. You got to own it and do it for yourself, because that is the only way that things can change. Do not give the power to other people to make a difference in your life, because if you do that, you will be waiting forever. You will just become the victim of more lies and future faking again. And I don't want that for you, because I know that you deserve something better. And you can change, you can heal, you can become better. It all starts with self-reflection. Working on yourself, holding yourself accountable. When you do these things, then you are destined to become greater. And we have a lot of support on you. You all have my support. So we're all good together. But yeah, that's it. How narcissists feel when you move on. They don't like it, they hate it, they can't stand it. It's the last thing they want to see. But it is the very thing that you need to do. I've said it before, whatever they don't want you to do, just go out and do it. Because that tends to be the one thing that is best for you. So whatever it is that they don't want you to do, I want you to go out and do that right now. As long as it's something productive, something that's good for you, but not only for you, but for the betterment of society. Because if you do that, you can't go too wrong. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you today. But as always, I would like to thank you all for your support. I do appreciate you all. And I hope that you appreciate me as well. I hope you appreciate my work. If you do, you can show your support down below. Give this video a thumbs up. And let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I read your comments every day. Share the video, subscribe. That's it for today. But as always, I look forward to talking with you in another one very soon.